Linda Watterson. Quick, driven, and extremely satisfying to pester. This is Devin Mavrapani. Wants to be a comic artist when he grows up. Ah, the folly of youth. The zombie destroyer cometh. Huge freaking monster. How does he get glasses that fit out here? Now here's a stereotypical earnest scientist. Hope you get a chance to holster the slide rule once in a while, am I right? These are actual, in-the-flesh zombies. The infection is real. This is the proof. What the hell? Some kind of fast friggin' infected. Damn. Who said zombies can't jump? I don't know what these assholes have been eating, but avoid that toxic stuff they're spitting. Be careful or you'll get sliced up. It's freaking tough to kill. Don't get too close or this one will scream your head off. A welcome sign written in English. A barracks or something. It has a military look about it. This is the most outrageous house I've ever seen. Now I know what they were genetically engineering. Money trees. Those are some big antennas. Bet they could listen in or block any kind of signal over the whole island and beyond. A pile of bodies. Why? Who? Disgusting. There's nothing but a bunch of corpses in there. Someone threw a kill switch and flooded the whole place with nerve gas. Looks like someone was freaking paranoid or something. Fancy research stuff. Probably another piece in the puzzle. Or not. They've logged people in different stages of infection. What on earth were they up to? Data and stuff about longevity research? Yeah, live forever as a walking corpse. Yay, Employees of the Month. Good job, each and every one of you. Big-ass portrait of, I think, Emery Crown, late CEO of GeoPharm. Clearly compensating. This box is filled with a serum that stops the progression of the virus. Let's hope it gets to people who need it. Good old Vertigo. Old man Kalo's favorite. Looks abandoned. Wow, GeoPharm. Way to keep your secret island under wraps. I can probably put this to good use. This thing must have been airdropped or something. Wonder if it was part of the quarantine.
First day has been spent with unpacking and setting up. The special cargo will unfortunately not be delivered until next week, but we have more than enough to occupy us in the meantime. Just got back from the labs. We successfully extracted a Kuru sample from Banoi and injected it into the HKEA-modified anemones. Today, we discovered the first signs of the prions reproducing and reconforming into normal proteins. It's too early to be conclusive, but maybe HKEA actually can mitigate prion diseases after all, just like Crown said. Progress is stalling. It's clear that the anemones aren't the right model. Our team has petitioned for the use of more suitable test subjects. We met more resistance to our request than I expected. I thought that the whole point of this laboratory was to circumvent regulations to accelerate medical advancements. But it was finally approved, and I will receive the first batch this afternoon. So, here's the plan. HKEA and Kuru are too dangerous to test together on humans. We need to use a different enzyme to see if HKEA can do its healing work. We've selected ADAR1, which should mock up some mutagenic activity safely. I'm eagerly awaiting the test results. This is the moment of truth. New candidates have arrived. We have put the valuable information gained from the initial testing to good use and have now started to synthesize Kuru and other viruses. The plan is to neutralize the viruses in order to train HKEA to work its magic. I can't believe I'm saying this. One of the patients is reproducing stem cells in his bloodstream as if they're normal tissue. We're really getting into uncharted waters here. I don't know what kinds of metabolic changes this might trigger. Exciting times. After the last finding, all experiments were focused on exploring this incredible stem cell discovery, tuning HKEA's nanomachinery to enhance the effects. We've put all efforts to produce an actual cure for Kuru on hold for now. Unbelievable. In some of these patients, the stem cell replication is so intense that it's as if it's rebuilding their bodies even as their brains go into hypoxia. The virus causes infected cells to coalesce along the spinal cord after the higher cognitive centers in the brain have been necrotized. The host body loses its higher brain functions and physical strength as the body continues to decompose, while the function to move and act is, well, controlled by the virus to function as long as possible. I just saw something horrible that I don't ever want to see again. One of the patients was just terminated. I'm seriously questioning whether we have the resources to continue with this line of inquiry, as fascinating and tantalizing as it is. Well, I'm sleeping a little better now that I know we've shelved the HKEA project. It should have never been used to replicate prions in the first place. The whole idea is repulsive. I'm leaving this island as soon as I get my approval from Crown. On you, poor wretches, Karen will expend his breath, bearing his napless coat. For I am the ferryman of ghosts, and I am now at my oar. If the heavens will not deliver justice, then who will? Who will stand for the downtrodden and victimized? For those suffering at the hands of greed and lust for power? If no one will, then who better than he who guides lost souls across death's treacherous waters? GeoFarm once had noble goals and ideals. Medicine, progress, and relief. Eventually, they spent too much time battling sickness and fell sick themselves. Now, they rot from within. I was horrified, aghast, when the veil was lifted. I had thought that I, one of few, could see the true face of the fiend. But when I discovered the truth, underneath the truth, I saw the beast for what it truly is. They had developed a product with a plan so monstrous and immoral that I was left with no other choice but to fight back, by any means necessary. No one should wield that kind of power over the Earth's produce. I swore I would not let them ruin countless other lives, like they had ruined my family. My father was GeoFarm's greatest asset, a brilliant mind and guiding light. He made me believe. Emery Crown had him removed to make an example of believers. He and all his Palm Garden Order friends are monsters, and their only goal is to make more monsters in this world. My father got off easy, though. Not like my mother. I managed to hide and protect her, but I should have understood. I should have seen the truth in her disfigured face, seen their malignant schemes in her pain, and seen the shape of things to come in our grief. I was too young to witness such ugliness. It is only fitting that their own creation will be their end. Poetic justice. For years, they have poisoned, defiled, injected, and infected. Now they shall rot and putrefy, decomposing bodies for depraved minds. Finally, the world will see them for what they are. Across the vast expanse, she calls to me. I hear the pain in her voice, along with the last words of my father. It drives me, fuels my ambition to slice open the dark underbelly of Emery Crown's empire, forever tainted by its sinful legacy. I carefully used my talents to move where I needed to be. I adapted and adjusted, and soon I became visible to them. They didn't recognize me, but they wanted me. They needed me. And here I am. Now, I am exactly where I need to be. Now, it begins. I have found more allies, or should I say, assets in my endeavor. For they too are corrupt and fail to accept responsibility. They are guilty, but I will not turn down their help. We will all get what we deserve in the end. It is said that people were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate parts, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. The virus is the same. It is comprised of 1 half, needing its other half to reach its true potential. I found the 2 halves and made them whole. Now it is ready. Now the guilty will receive their judgment. This island will sink to the depths and join the island of Atlas, and I, the ferryman, will guide them to their slumber. My work here will not be enough. Like the monster of Lerna, my enemy has many heads, rearing up from the depths of the ocean. I will travel to Banoi. I will face Crown, and he will pay for his sins.
Once the general foundation had been established, it didn't take long for operations to begin. All the necessary buildings were there, and the entire staff had been properly introduced to their tasks, so it was very rewarding to see the start of everything here come together just as planned. I have a good feeling about this.
To every employee of Narapella Island, I just want to personally thank you all for your diligence and continued hard work. Always remember, especially when times are tough, the importance of our work. Every late hour you spend is an hour shorter toward our goal of improving our planet, our economies, our security, and the health of billions. And it is all thanks to you, each and every single one of you. Best regards, Emery Crown. The past year has been, to say the least, unsatisfactory. We have met a number of challenges. So, without taking a hard look at how things are run around here, we will be unable to attract the capital to make an impact with our discoveries. EC.
Oh, I'm still a mess from last night. And all my reports have to be done by the end of day. Oh, what was that place called again? Sveti's Champagne Bar? Oh, man. The chick knows how to party, and now I'm paying the price.
These stem cells keep replicating in the blood forever, way past the Hayflick limit. We were all cracking jokes about Crown's secret ingredient, but maybe he was right after all.
How has nobody seen the problems with HKEA? Yeah, okay, it keeps cells alive, but it's just manufacturing whatever enzyme it's programmed to make. What if it mutates or someone messes with it to pump out prions instead? Everybody wants results, but we're really playing with fire here. No wonder this place is secret.
It's still too early to show this to the executives, but I discovered something very curious. It seems that a rare number of the infected display early signs of further mutations. My mind is racing. What could this mean?
It's all politics around here. Bio hates Satops because they just sit around looking at Cold War-era space stuff all day. PsyOps thinks they're better than Bio because they get to play with tinfoil hat mind control, even though they don't get anywhere with it. I'm glad I work in payroll, where I get to hate equally.
I'd never be caught dead publishing this, but I think we're on the verge of something amazing. We can extend life, regenerate organs, hell, we can even grow steaks with this.
There are at least 2 Rogue Wave infiltrators on Narapella, posing as legitimate employees. Crown's got the entire global elite coming here in 2 weeks, and you've got saboteurs running around waiting to make a mockery of all our years of work?
Now we need to replace the glass window for the room of patient 47B. You know, the screamer.
I have no idea how that huge crack in the security glass happened.
This is extremely odd, but so far, our tests indicate that patient 36 is immune to the virus. I've no idea why as of yet, but whatever method we used to infect her, after 24 hours, any trace of the virus is gone. We've not encountered anything similar with any other patient.
Write this down. Your Excellency. It is Excellency, right? Dr. Faith Kimball has developed an antiviral serum that, I assure you, will mitigate any risks of HKEA being released. You are cordially... No. I would urge you... Oh, shit. Quiet down in there. I can't hear myself think. You are welcome to attend my 25th anniversary gala at the Royal Palms Banoi. I hope you and Paula will join us. A number of potential partners will be there as well. We can address all of your concerns then, face to face. Warmest regards, Emery Crown. Now read that back to me.
Test the carrier frequency again. Get the third tone generating at 10 Hertz. Okay, subject's reporting some nausea. All right, stop. Okay, let's go to 9 Hertz. This is gonna be a long night.
Remember, Keep your desks tidy and make sure you're presentable. The dignitaries will arrive exactly at 3 p.m., and I will not allow any embarrassing behavior. Smile, show a positive attitude, and politely answer any questions the brass may have.
No one's allowed to talk about this, but I can't hold on to this forever. Some subjects got Kuru-tainted HKEA? Don't ask me how. They showed some shocking symptoms. It was as if their whole anatomy was rewiring itself, feeding off living tissue. They were charged up and superhuman, but it was as if they had lost control over their bodies completely. Security had to put them down. Man, it was really awful. Wish there was someone we could talk to.
There was an attack. Crown's dead. Supposedly somebody got inside the labs and leaked everything before it happened. We're trying to get help.
Why do the subjects show such aggression after death? And why is that aggression limited to people who do not carry the virus, even when placed together in tightly confined spaces? Many of the mutations we discover among patients indicate clear signs of developing for the sake of injuring their prey. They're evolving into killing machines.
This patient, initial CC, was suffering from extreme dehydration when we took him in. He was immediately given a saline drip and is now semi-conscious, but there was a serious concussion as well, some sort of blunt force trauma.
There's no cure. There can't be a cure. If you need evidence, and simply look at them. They're gone. All the lights disappeared from their eyes. It's a futile effort, and only wastes time and money to pursue further.
Face cure will never work. We're willing to accept that it's a retrovirus, but the side effects... I mean, look at Dr. Wells!
Apparently, quarantine means naval mines all over the bay. We're getting erased from the charts. Crown and his buddies just want to cover their asses. No one's coming for the little guy.
Concerning the new applicant, I went ahead and checked out the written references from the Chinese universities as promised. Well, it all checks out nicely. It's my recommendation that you grab this guy before he goes someplace else. I'm sure he'll fit in here nicely.
This is an order directly from Dr. Aaron Wells himself. We're getting a new member of the team. She's coming down here from one of the labs above us and is not privy to everything we're experimenting with here just yet. Apparently, she's had one or two small breakthroughs concerning a possible cure which could be used with our work if it's looked over properly.
The next few patients are coming here from Banoi by helicopter. We'll need to have a team waiting for them on the helipad to escort them to the labs for examination. If they check out, we'll need to keep half of them for further testing. The other half can be sent home, under supervision, of course. I feel bad enough to deny them phone calls or emails, but we need to burn their letters too. I understand that it is efficient for their morale and continued support, but it is difficult. Patient 62A has started to ask why his parents never write him back. I urge you to reconsider my plea to have him moved up in the schedule.
There is no need for concern. Everything is proceeding as scheduled. In fact, we have the routine down to a T. I believe that we can go ahead and bring twice as many in here in just 2 weeks' time.